Welcome to Lab 4. Now we're going to add the mouth to our character and make it move with the different sounds. So the mouth looks different when it makes different sounds. So what we do is we match the mouth shape to the sound that's going on. Now we're going to add a layer. Let me pull this up a little bit. We're going to call this one mouth. First position we're going to make for the mouth is the rest position. You know, when you're not talking, your mouth is in a certain position, and this is the position we're going to use for this rest position. Now I'm going to click in frame 1, and I'm going to open up mouths, and I'm going to find the rest position of the mouth. Drag it where it's supposed to be. So every time we move the playhead from one frame to another, we're looking for when that mouth changes. The playhead is this red line here. It has kind of a thing. This tells you where you are in the movie. So you just click and drag it from one frame to the next to watch where the voice makes a different sound. So let's zoom out so we can see this. Control minus. And then I'm going to move my playhead from frame to frame until I see a change. When your animation needs to be exact, you use frame by frame animation, you don't use tweens. So in this particular case, we need to be very detailed and exact. So when the mouth changes, we need to make when the sound changes, we need to make the mouth change. Now to make sure that we've got the mouth positioned exactly right, we're going to use what's called onion skin outlines. All this does is this is a dotted line with the old position, so that we'll be able to tell where the old position was. So when we put the next position on, we're going to have it exactly where it needs to be. So to use an onion skin, we need to make markers. An onion skin marker is going to appear on the timeline. It's only going to show you which frame is being outlined. So for example, this is where the onion skin is going to be outlined for this particular frame here. So before you add a new mouth shape, you're going to add a blank free keyframe on the mouth layer to remove the old mouth shape. So you're going to use onion skin outlines so you can see where the old mouth shape used to be. So now we're going to add the onion skin outline. So I'm going to make sure that I'm on the mouth layer. Now I'm going to add a blank frame. I'm going to go function F7. So now I'm going to click onion skin right here. This will put the outline of the mouth. This is where the mouth used to be because it's going to change here. Now that you're here, you want to save your work, and we're going into Lab 5. In Unit 5, what we're going to do is we're going to change the shape of the character's mouth to match the sounds of the voice. Each sound is made up of what's called phonemes. A phoneme is a different sound that your mouth is going to make. Actually, it's a sound. But your mouth makes a different shape to go with each phoneme, and this represents the word ball. It just shows you the different shapes that your mouth is going to make. Also shows you that there's some mouth shapes that look the same for different phonemes. In this example, for the B, M, and P sound, your mouth looks the same. Let's look at the different shapes. For A, I, and U, this is what this would look like. C, D, G, K, N, S, T, X, etc. It looks like this. For CH, SH, and J, your mouth looks like this. For long E, it looks like this. F and V, it looks like that. L, it looks like that. M, B, P, looks like that. O, etc., etc. Take a look at all of these different shapes the mouth makes. It's pretty interesting. Now we got a little guide here that tells us we need to add the TH sound. So I take the TH sound and I drag it on here. Now I'm going to do this for every frame. When I go to the next frame, I see the mouth changes, so what do? I'm going to put that particular mouth on, but first I need to add my F7. Now I'm going to find this particular one, which is what, the E, right? So I just drag it on top. And I continue on. Now it changes to the QU. And this is the one that matches this here. Okay, this is the next change. So I do my click here, do my function F7 key. Now I add this, the next one. So you just keep on moving, F7 key, and then find what matches this one. So we'll drag it back down, and we keep going. So let me finish this up. So looking for this shape, drag it in, take my slider up to the next shape. There's that one, so I look for that. There it is, just like that. Oops. Click in here, add my keyframe, match it up, put in the center. Go on to the next one, sound. There it is. Click F7, drag it on there, keep going, and now I go back to the rest positions, my last position. Function F7. And let me put on my rest position. And I just run my movie. If you find you have the wrong mouth shape, all you do is click on the offending mouth shape, just click delete and drag on the proper one that's supposed to be there. If you have the mouth shape starting on the wrong frame, just hold down your control key and drag it to the right spot. So now you save your file and you're ready for lab 6. In this lab we're going to add a start button to our movie and we're going to publish it. We're going to add a pre-made button here just like the other symbols in the movie. It's pre-made. The thing is you can reuse this symbol in other movies to start the movie. So now we're going to add a new layer. Double click and call it button. Come back to frame 1. And now I'm going to go into my library, go up to button, I'll close mouths, and I'll put my play button on here. Once the movie plays, I don't want to see my button anymore, so I'm going to click on Frame 2. I'm going to add a blank keyframe. Function F7. So now I'm going to test my movie.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
Once it finishes, you see the button again, but once the movie's going, you don't see the button. See, it only plays one time. That's the benefit of doing this. Now I can close out my library. Let me drag it out to the stage, and I just exit out. I don't need it anymore. So I'm going to publish my movie. I go File, Publish Settings. Make sure these two are selected in my flash side. I go to Sounds. It's set at 16 and I want to change that to 32. And the same thing with Audio Event. Next, click on the HTML setting and I make sure that's set at the top and to the left. I click OK, then I click Publish. I click OK. I'm all done. Now if you published your movie, you should see a link, a lip sync FLA file, a lip sync HTML file, and a lip sync SWF file. Just check them out, make sure they're okay.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
Once you've checked it out and you're done, and you know that these are the files that you send to Miss Hadley, these 3 lip sync files, you're done. Bye.